Level. 6 changes in the Hearts side from the depleted team which lost to Inverness Cally Thistle last Saturday. Back in, Stephen Presley, the captain, Neil McFarlane, Robbie Neilson, Jamie McAllister, Stephen Simmons and Mark Birchall. Out, Thompson and Janczyk. On the bench, Wyness, Weir, Hamill and Berra. Richard Gough made one change to the Livingston side which drew with Motherwell. Eric Dillamo returned and Rubio dropped out of his starting lineup. Kenny Clark, the referee, Archie McPherson, the commentator.
Hesitancy there in that defence. I've got to watch it. Birchall has the pace. He almost came through on it. Yeah, that's a free kick. Stephen Simmons adds a lot of drive and great physical effort on the left-hand side of midfield, and he almost got away with that. Free kick. McAllister has a very good left foot. Here he goes. That's not a bad effort. Well controlled. The goalkeeper, I think, saw it all the way, but he had to move. Good effort by McAllister. No clear-cut chances at the moment. McNamee. Better play. Not quite sure if he really intended that. Certainly didn't get hold of it very distinctly. Easy one there for Craig Gordon. Now who's going to break this deadlock? I have to say, dreadful deadlock at the moment. Well, in fact, the referee signals a free kick. Free kick to Hearts. Good ball to that far post, must be there. Where was the covering as Miller came through? Beautifully played in there. Now, Miller kept his eye on a ball all right, just that slight mistiming. And Livy survived. Hovering ball on the edge of that penalty area. Yes, I think it was given against Dillamo there for rising up the way he did. Here's McAllister coming, but it's Miller who's going to take it. What on earth happened to that defence? The goalkeeper blinded, watch it. Through it went, and he ended up too late, Roddy McKenzie, and no chance. Hearts are 1-up halfway through this first half. He flicked on, will he make it? He has. Hearts have enormously improved since scoring that goal. Simmons comes in, Birchall! Great save by McKenzie. Well, that was a quick thinking of Birchall in particular. Back to goal, swinging round, and an instinctive save there by Roddy McKenzie, which might, even at this stage, have killed off the game. Should be picked up and was by Simmons. Good play again. Miller! Brilliantly saved. Oh, yes. Wonderful piece of football there by Hearts. I mean, Miller simply did not hesitate. He took it first time. It was low, well drilled. And again, McKenzie at the very extreme, keeping it out. Still only one goal in it. Webster just getting it away. Picked up well, good positioning. Here's O'Brien, now can he let fly? Oh, that's a beautiful goal! It was played away to the far side, but the man who was really behind that was the man who's been the most cultured player on the field, Button O'Brien. He looked up, He swept it forward there. And they're coming on that side for him. Jason Dare to ram it in. Beautiful play. One each now. I think did get a little touch there, not strongly enough though. Good ball played down here to I think needs to do a little bit better. That's a good ball played to Button. O'Brien, great play by O'Brien. Look how elegantly he can turn round players, swinging round like that. And just again, that's just happened about a half a dozen times in the game. Late interventions stopping him from scoring. For sending that forward. Here's a great chance for the Lithuanians. I think he ought to have done better than that. Now there's a break into the box. It must be, what a miss! By Craig Easton, he should have put that away and that might have won the game. Well, now, can Easton redeem himself? Good play by Burchell using his pace. Strong, kept to him all the same. Lad from Bolton. Not taken on completely by that pace. Oh, it's a goal! Beautifully played! Burchell! The ball swung into the penalty area. He's always been in there. An opportunist, if ever there was one. And a cruel blow there for Libby, who should have been in front, and now find themselves behind. Looked like a little bit of a push, and it was, yes. Interesting position there. Here he goes again. Brilliantly saved. Still there, there's a beautiful penalty. Driven in there. Nothing, and Butchell came across. And no wonder. The Heart supporters are going mad. Look at the way that was played in. And there was Robbie Nielsen. There was an appeal for the penalty, but Nielsen came in and made absolutely sure, and that may have put the game well beyond Libby now. Boncho puts that down. Oh, superb football. Chesnoskas for the shot. Played across there. Beautifully headed down by Boncho. Chesnoskas coming in, and again Mackenzie thwarting them. Neatly flicked on, it's round the side. McMenamin with it. Good positioning there, though, by Craig Gordon. Just ticked away by Chesnoskas, and he'll get a corner kick out of it. Almost got his freedom there. There's McAllister. It's in! I think, no. Offside. Clearly offside.
So that's a big win for Hearts, who rediscover some momentum, and they'll be looking to challenge Hibs and Aberdeen for a third-place finish. And, of course, third and fourth means UEFA Cup next season, having been in that competition, Hearts, this season. Let's hear from the Hearts head coach, John Robertson.
I think Livingston showed their confidence that they've had from the recent run of good results, and they started very brightly. But once we got the goal, I thought we started to dominate. Roddy McKenzie had 2 or 3 terrific saves before half-time, and then the Cardinal sin, having dominated the last half of the first half, we lose a goal right in half-time. So it rocked us back, and again, similar to the first half, Livingston came out, looked very bright again.
Well, Lee Miller got the goal which started Hearts off yesterday at Tynecastle, and it seems that his £75,000 or so asking fee from Bristol City for a permanent transfer has now gone up to about £300,000 because of his goals, Craig.
Well, it's sod's law, isn't it? And I'm sure Hearts, as much as they like the lad, it's £300,000 is probably a lot of money for them. And well, we all like to get a bargain, and 75 looked like it was a bargain, but it's a free kick here, and Roddy McKenzie gets beaten. I don't think there's any medals for bravery from the wall when we see it from... It's a good free kick from Lee Miller, but when we see it from behind the goal, he's complaining at his wall there, Roddy McKenzie, and I think when we see it from behind, we'll see that the wall actually doesn't do its job and doesn't help him out. And
yeah, Roddy McKenzie was having a good old rant, wasn't he, afterwards?
Yeah, well, I mean, goalkeepers like to do that anyway, but we watched from this angle, the player at the end of the wall, well, maybe have been a bit harsh on him there, but I think you've got to look at it probably and say that he got a good bit of whip on that free kick, Lee Miller there, and he can strike a good ball, as we'll see later on, as we've seen in the highlights there, and we've seen him score 1 or 2 very, very good goals for Hearts this season, so he is a player who is capable of doing that, and you can see how disappointed Roddy McKenzie was there, but looking at it from behind the goal there, it probably actually was a decent free kick.
This is the goal which made it 1-1 at Tynecastle yesterday. Burton O'Brien involved in the midfield in the set-up, and Jason Dare with a good finish.
Yeah, I mean, Livingston, as John Robertson said in his interview, I've been getting some results recently, and they looked as if they acquitted themselves reasonably well in this game. 1 or 2 little pieces of good play, and that was a good finish from Jason Dare. We maybe wondered about Craig Gordon's positioning in goal, but I don't think he could do much about it really. I think he gets his angles all right, and it's, you know, he strikes it first time, which probably catches Craig Gordon a wee bit unawares. He's maybe thinking that he's going to take a touch. It's good unselfish play here, you know. He lays him in. He could take a touch here, and maybe that's what the Hearts goalkeeper's thinking. He strikes it first time. It's a difficult skill, that, and we can see from this angle here, he gets it spot on, just what he's wanting, right in the far corner, and Craig Gordon gets his angles right, but he's got no chance. And Livingston back in the game at that point and playing with confidence. You know, they've had some results. They're off the bottom of the table, and they probably felt they could go on yesterday and get some at Tynecastle, but it wasn't to be for them.
Thankfully for Craig Easton, he has 8 games to make up for an appalling miss at Tynecastle yesterday. So plenty of time to pick up some points for Livy, but they can't afford this at this stage of the season.
Well, I'll tell you what, this doesn't do your confidence any good, I'll tell you. I actually think he takes it with the wrong foot there. I know he's right-footed, but he should let this come across his body and get a side foot on it with his left foot, in my opinion. Let it come across him here. He's got an open goal. I mean, it's a sitter. I mean, what must Richard Gough and Archie Knox be thinking? Because it's a great ball in, and he's got a free goal to aim at, and sometimes it's too simple for a player, Rob, and you think, oh, I've just got to stick it in the back of the net. You lose concentration, take your eye off the ball, and next thing you know, you've missed a sitter, and that was a great chance for them, and unfortunately for Easton, it didn't go in the back of the net.
That would have been 2-1 Livingston. It became 2-1 Hearts, and having missed an open goal at one end, they defended pretty poorly here. Mark Birchall completely unmarked as he hammered in Hearts' second goal. Yeah,
you can see how pleased he is here with his goal, and I think the strike partnership at the moment of Birchall and Miller is looking quite lively for Hearts, I have to say. He's a bit more physical, Lee Miller, and Birchall, we know, he's got the pace, he's still quite young, he's trying to resurrect his career. He gets too much time and space here. Look at Delamo in the centre-half, the defence of Livingston standing off him. I mean, they should be on him there, they should be pressurising him, they don't. And once that ball's laid to him, somebody's got to get a challenge in. And they didn't do that, and they paid the penalty for it. But it was a good finish from Birchall, as I say. Him and Miller look quite lively up front for Hearts.
Again, defensively for Livingston, questions to be answered about goal number 3 for Hearts. What was Greg Strong trying to do here, taking a touch inside the 6-yard box after Lee Miller's free kick was parried and Robbie Nielsen ended up scoring?
Yeah, well, it's a good save from Roddy McKenzie, as we'll see, and I think, you know, we've seen him get frustrated earlier on with the earlier free kick, and again he's frustrated here because he makes a decent save. All right, maybe he should parry it a bit wider than that, but once he parries it, Greg Strong follows in there like a good defender should do, and then, for some reason, takes a touch. Nielsen gets on the score sheet, but watch here, once he saves it, Greg Strong should just clear that. He tries to take a touch, he's in his own 6-yard box, and Nielsen's not going to miss from there. And McKenzie, he'll be really frustrated. But look, there's a chance to hook it away, he doesn't do it. and they pay the ultimate price for not defending properly. And I think that's been really the whole part of Livingston's season this season, with the likes of Rubio and that at the back. They haven't defended properly, and with Delamo there and Greg Strong on the side, they definitely look a bit better than they did early in the season, but on that occasion they didn't defend particularly well.